Chair for Christian Studies and Research, University of Calicut, Second Year Value Education Programminte Family, the School of Values എന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററിന്റെ രണ്ടാം ഭാഗത്തിലേക്ക് ഏവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. Let me start with a beautiful quote. Every day under the sun is a gift of God. Let us thank Almighty for this wonderful day. കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് കണ്ടതെന്ന് ഓർമ്മിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? We have discussed on what family is, family relationship, interpersonal relationship, importance of family communication, etc. Today we are going to deal with the topic change in the system of family, challenge from media, challenge from drugs and alcohol, traits of a healthy family, etc.
Now let us move on to the topic change in system of family and problems created by it. The system of family has undergone qualitative changes because of industrialization, urbanization, migration, revolution in the field of transport and communication, increasing influence of the state and the individualistic philosophy of life. The physical proximity of the family members is gradually diminishing. The multiple influences strengthen the individualistic ideology. It has generated changes in the old familial relationship and their roles. It has changed the old idea that the wife's job is to look after children and domestic affairs. Women's economic dependence on men is decreasing and it has generated a sense of independence of life. Today, various institutions and professional groups like the state, school, teacher, hospital, doctor and nurse have taken over many functions of the family. Nowadays, in marriage, there is less mutual relationship between two families and marriage is seen as the result of mutual attraction and decision of two individuals. Let us discuss about challenges from media to family. TV is a form of parallel interaction in which each family members interact with the TV more than they interact with each other when the TV is on. This is in sharp contrast to things like games and meals where communication happens interactively. Studies have shown that when TV is on, children and parents are oriented towards each other much less, they talk less and have fewer positive facial expressions than when the TV is turned off. Formerly, values, expectations and common modes of behavior were found and taught within the family, but with the advent of this media age, it is often the mass media that replaces this familial function. Media is used as a controlling mechanism in which it regulates the familial environment by providing background noise. It is a means to organize time and it is a battering tool when used for reward and punishment. Media may also serve as a scapegoat because it is easier to fight over what program to watch than to deal with the real underlying more difficult problems within the family.
ഇന്നത്തെ തലമുറ നേരിടുന്ന വലിയൊരു വിപത്താണ് ലഹരി മരുന്നുകളുടെ ഉപയോഗം. പൂർണ്ണ സാക്ഷരത നേടിയ കേരളത്തിൽ പോലും ലഹരി മരുന്നുകൾക്ക് അടിമയാകുന്നവരുടെ എണ്ണം ദിവസം തോറും വർദ്ധിച്ചു വരുന്നതായി കണക്കുകൾ കാണിക്കുന്നു. ഒരു വ്യക്തിയുടെയും കുടുംബത്തിന്റെയും സമൂഹത്തിന്റെ തന്നെയും അസ്തിത്വത്തെ തകർത്ത് കളയത്തക്ക വിധം ലഹരി മരുന്നുകൾ ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ യുവജനതയെ സ്വാധീനിച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ലഹരി മരുന്നുകളുടെ സ്വാധീനം മൂലം നമ്മുടെ യുവതലമുറ നേരിടുന്ന വെല്ലുവിളികൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണെന്ന് നമുക്കൊന്ന് നോക്കാം.
What are the challenges from alcohol and drugs on families? The use of drug and alcohol affect the stability of the families. Many children and youth are led astray by this cause. Drugs or alcohols cannot be justified under any circumstances. Children of alcoholics and drug addicts can have their young lives irreparably damaged if they do not seek help from neutral outside agencies. A healthy family requires a good handle on reality. Wherever illusions take the place of reality, relationships suffer and the delicate balance that is in the family begins to disintegrate. Drug abuse is an attempt to escape from what is felt to be an untenable reality. Then what are the effects of drugs? Drug abuser may develop diseases such as AIDS, hepatitis B, etc. due to sharing of syringes and needles with the other drug users, and when he lives with family, other members of family are also at greater risk of having such diseases. Another one is the family become hostile to drug abuser because he demands money for drugs or alcohol and sometimes even steal money and other household goods. Another impact is there may cause quarrel in family and they bring poor reputation among neighbors because of the bad living conditions of the family.
Now let us see what are the traits of a healthy family. നല്ല ഒരു കുടുംബത്തിന്റെ സവിശേഷതകൾ എന്താ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നല്ലൊരു കുടുംബാന്തരീക്ഷം സൃഷ്ടിക്കാൻ നമുക്ക് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? വലിയ വലിയ കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നും നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ടതില്ല. ചെറിയ ചെറിയ കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നും ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ കുടുംബത്തെ സ്വർഗമാക്കി മാറ്റാം. ചെറിയൊരു പരിഗണന എല്ലാവർക്കും കൊടുക്കുക, മ്യൂച്വൽ റെസ്പെക്ട് കൊടുക്കുക, നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യത്തിൽ നമ്മൾ ഉത്തരവാദിത്തം ഏറ്റെടുക്കുക, മറ്റുള്ളവരെ കേൾക്കുക. നമ്മുടെ കുടുംബം പരസ്പരം സംസാരിക്കാനും ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാനുമുള്ള ഒരു വേദിയാക്കി മാറ്റുക. ഇന്ററാക്ഷൻ, പരസ്പരമുള്ള ഇന്ററാക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ടാവുക, പരസ്പരം മനസ്സിലാക്കുക. ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മളുടെ ജീവിതത്തോടൊപ്പം ഒന്ന് കൂട്ടിച്ചേർത്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും നമുക്ക് നല്ലൊരു സ്വർഗം നമ്മുടെ കുടുംബത്തിൽ സൃഷ്ടിക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കും.
Can you say what are the traits of a happy family life? Communication and listening is very important aspect in to lead a happy family life. Then developing a sense of trust among members is very vital. Shared responsibility and religious goal, share emotions and conversations, eat together is very important to keep the bond of family alive. Have a sense of play and humor always. Then teaches sense of right and wrong, affirms and supports one another, then has a balance of interaction among members. Then respect privacy of one another, then teaches respect for each other. Then shares leisure time, they do things together, help with the problems and provide services to others. If we are able to keep these traits in our family, definitely we will have a lovely, loving, everlasting family.
ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ നാട് നേരിടുന്ന വലിയ ഒരു പ്രതിസന്ധിയാണ് കുടുംബ തകർച്ചകൾ. കുടുംബ തകർച്ചകളും വിവാഹമോചനങ്ങളും ഇന്ന് വളരെ കൂടി വരുന്ന ഒരു സാഹചര്യമാണ് നമുക്കുള്ളത്. ഈ സാഹചര്യത്തിലൂടെ വളർന്നു വരുന്ന കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങൾക്ക് പ്രോപ്പറായിട്ടുള്ള ഗൈഡൻസ് നൽകാനോ അവർക്ക് നല്ലൊരു ആത്മവിശ്വാസം പകർന്നു കൊടുക്കാനോ നല്ല ദിശാബോധമോ ഇല്ല എന്നുള്ളത് പഠനങ്ങൾ ചൂണ്ടിക്കാണിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഈ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളെ എങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് ലഘൂകരിക്കാം എന്ന് നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം.
How can someone overcome the effects of a dysfunctional family? Begin the work of learning to trust others. Take small risk at first in letting others know you. Slowly build up to taking bigger risk. Learning who to trust and how much to trust is a lengthy process. Adult children from dysfunctional families tend to approach relationship in an all or nothing manner. Either they become very intimate and dependent in a relationship, or they insist on nearly complete self-sufficiency, taking few interpersonal risks. Both of these patterns tend to be self-defeating. Then the other thing is practice taking good care of yourself. Frequently, survivors of dysfunctional families have an exaggerated sense of responsibility. They tend to overwork and forget to take care of themselves. Try identifying the things you really enjoy doing, then give yourself permission to do at least one of these per day. Work on balancing the things you should do with the things you want to do. Balance is a key word for people who have grown up in dysfunctional families. Begin to change your relationship with your family. Keep the focus on yourself and your behavior and reactions. Remember, you cannot change others, but you can change yourself. Work on avoiding entanglements in your family problems. This is called a detachment. Counseling or support is usually crucial when trying to change family relationship. Then allow yourself to feel angry about what happened. Children need to believe in and trust in their parents. Therefore, when parents behave badly, children tend to blame themselves and feel responsible for their parents' mistake. These faulty conclusions are carried into adulthood, often leaving guilt, shame, and low self-esteem. You can reasonably feel angry to what has happened, but forgiveness is a very reasonable last step in recovery. Then the next one is learn to identify and express emotions. Growing up in a dysfunctional family often results in exaggerated attention to others' feelings and a denial of your own feelings and experiences. While this often results in very good sensitivity to others, you may have neglected sensitivity to yourself. Be selective in sharing your feelings with others. You may not find it helpful to share all of your feelings. In sharing your feelings with others, take small risk first, then wait for a reaction. If the responses seem supportive and affirming, try taking some larger risk. Get help. In most dysfunctional families, children tend to learn to doubt their own intuition and emotional reactions. Often outside support provides an objective perspective and much needed affirmation which will help you learn to trust your own reactions.
ഇന്ന് മാതാപിതാക്കൾ നേരിടുന്ന വലിയ ഒരു വെല്ലുവിളിയാണ് ഈ ഡിജിറ്റൽ യുഗത്തിൽ എങ്ങനെ മക്കളെ നല്ല പൗരന്മാരാക്കി വീടിനും നാടിനും ഉപകാരികളാക്കി വളർത്തിയെടുക്കാം എന്നുള്ളത്. ഈ സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ മാതാപിതാക്കൾക്ക് വേണ്ടിയ ഉത്തരവാദിത്തങ്ങൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണെന്ന് നമുക്കൊന്ന് നോക്കാം.
Now let us see what are the parental responsibilities. Meet the physical and emotional needs of children. Provide safe environment to children to learn and grow. Parenting involves caring and loving the child at the same time teaching them proper disciplines. Both mother and father have equal responsibility in raising the child. Take important decisions regarding medical treatment and education, etc.
A healthy family is the basis of a healthy society and a healthy nation. Let me conclude this session by the words of Pope John Paul II.
Loving the family means being able to appreciate its values and capabilities, fostering them always. Loving the family means identifying the dangers and the evils that menace it in order to overcome them. Loving the family means endeavoring to create for it an environment favorable for its development. It didn't matter how big our house was. It mattered that there was love in it. Peter Buffett.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.